Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Back to Reviews and continuing our Jurassic Park series where we're going through all the movies. We now have Jurassic World, the movie that sort of redid sequel to the original trilogy, and it's nowhere near as good as I remember. So let's start talking about why it isn't as good as I remembered. So, Jurassic World is basically sort of a reboot, sort of a sequel to Jurassic Park, where they acknowledge everything that's happened, but they redo the park on the same island as the original and have some of returning dinosaurs and little things where you see like the car, and it's in the same universe. It happens like years later where they recreate dinosaurs, they genetically modify them, and thousands of people go there every day to see dinosaurs. And then suddenly they make a genetically engineered dinosaur, and then it just gets out and chaos ensues. Thousands are there, so they got to get everybody out and people got to survive. So this movie, when I first saw it, I loved it. I thought it was on the same level as the original. It was so fun. And I gave it like a 9 out of 10 on my blog. On rewatch. And like even rewatching my Jurassic Park review, because I'm scheduling all these, I'm like, I praise Jurassic World way too much. It is nowhere near as rewatchable as Jurassic Park. So the thing with this movie, I think, is just the inherent plot and characters are so stupid, but it is really fun. As I was thinking through it, I'm like, this is really way worse than I thought it would be. So, the only really likable character here, there's two likable characters in the entire movie, is Owen, played by Chris Pratt, who, he was on his top of his game right here. He was doing Lego Movie, he did Guardians of the Galaxy, then he did this. He was top of the world in 2015, and this movie, he's great. I really enjoy him. And then you have the owner, the 8th richest guy in the world. I forgot his name, but he likes to fly the helicopter. Really likable guy. Everybody else, I really do not care. The girl who is like our main love interest, and she's the aunt of these two boys. She's fine, but I don't really care about her too much in this movie. And the two boys are so unlikable and just annoying that I just don't care about them. They're so stupid. The characters of this movie just don't work. You also have this guy played by Wilson Fisk, the guy that plays Owen Wilson Fisk, Vincent D'Onofrio, playing like this guy who wants to turn raptors into like killing machines for the military. This movie is very stupid, as you probably already figured out, but it is fun at some points. The movie kicks off with this Indominus Rex breaking out of the shell, and then it's eating its twin or sister or brother or whatever. And so we have a pretty big threat right here where they merged so many dinosaurs together and made giant teeth and made it so terrifying. It's good enough, but I think whenever they try to replace the T-Rex, it usually doesn't go too well. This one is the second best one that I've seen. Like, when you're trying to replace raptors and T-Rex in Jurassic Park, it could always be worse. I'm talking to you, Jurassic Park 3. But this movie, I'm going to say the characters are about as likable as they were as the characters in Jurassic Park 3. If not less likable for some of them. They just really hate to see them on screen. So, you go around the park, you see that like there's kids riding and petting the dinosaurs. You have Owen taking care of the velociraptors. You have T-Rex feeding this giant, like, sea monster thing coming out and eating a shark. It's cool. It's fun. And I just was having a pretty fun time checking all this out. And then you cut to the characters and you just do not care immediately about any of this. Any of the characters. So, stuff really picks out. The Indominus Rex gets out. It eats a ton of people. And just the entire cast here is pretty good. Like, they got a pretty solid cast to play all these characters. But the characters themselves are very badly written. So this is a very cheesy movie. I used to put in, it's like, not so bad it's good. But sort of like Guilty Pleasure, where you know it's a bad movie, but you really enjoy it. Sort of like Fast and Furious. There's nobody that's going to tell you, yes, these are extremely grounded, especially the new ones. They're extremely grounded and, like, very, very good thematic movies. No. They're like fast food, cheesy popcorn movies. And that's what this is. It's a very stupid but fun concept. And so you just have the Indominus Rex going around, and there's like 22,000 people out there. Then the flying dinosaurs get out, start eating people. You get raptors eventually get out, and they have to fight the Indominus Rex while these two boys are getting away. It's a pretty high-budget movie, but it looks fine. The CG and stuff, you could sort of tell that it's CG. I wish they did a bit more practical. Some of the stuff is practical. It looks pretty cool, but I miss the old CG, the old, good old CG, and, like, some of the dinosaurs that you see running, I'm like, you know what? With everything bad that I said about Jurassic Park and their CG, the dinosaurs in this movie, some shots of them look about as good as in the first movie, especially with, like, those running dinosaurs, which I made such a big deal out of in the first movie. The CG has improved, sorta. It's improved quite a bit, but some of the stuff just looks about the same. So, they had like 20 years, and that's what they did. Okay. Well. But the movie really is just stupid fun, where you have velociraptors eating this guy's arm. You get Blue, the main velociraptor. You get this final battle, which is where it really gets fun, where you have velociraptors attacking the Indominus Rex, and then they have a new alpha. Then Raptors and Indominus Rex are fighting against the soldiers, and then you get the original T-Rex coming out. You have all the Raptors going against the Indominus Rex, and then the original T-Rex going against the Indominus Rex, and then the giant water monster coming out and eating the Indominus Rex. That is awesome. But it's also, you cut to the characters, which in this movie, I don't know why I hated all these characters. I'm sorry, I just feel so bad, but the two boys especially were just so annoying to me. And, like, the Nana, the parents, the relationships with everything, I just, like, I don't care. Give me a big, stupid monster movie. But, you know, at the end of the day, it keeps going lower and lower the more I think about it. I really did enjoy it the first time I watched it. Second time, nowhere near as good. It doesn't hold up as much as I wanted it to. I originally was like, is it on that 8 out of 10 level? And then it just sort of whoop down. So, Jurassic World is good enough. It's one of those stupid monster movies in the same genre as the MonsterVerse movies with Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla King of Monsters, King Kong, Godzilla, let me think, Fast and Furious, of cheesy, stupid, but really, really fun at times. But I think the cheesy and stupid characters I don't think the dinosaur stuff is enough, like, yeah! I think it's good enough. But I'm hoping that Jurassic World Dominion, was the original movie, that I'm like, man, I hope Jurassic World Dominion is better than Jurassic World. That's what I was hoping for originally. Now I'm hoping it's better than Lost World Jurassic Park, because Lost World, for me right now, is higher than Jurassic World. Jurassic World, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. I was going to give it an 8, then a 7.5, and now doing this review, rethinking some things, I'm like, it's only a 7. And the only reason it's a 7 is because big, stupid monster movie that's really fun. It's hard to do this because entertainment-wise, for me, it's probably around a 7.5 because just fun. But I think the main thing with these movies are you gotta have good stuff with the monsters, with the dinosaurs, but you also have to have good characters. The first Jurassic Park movie had perfect characters. There's no way that you could ever beat them. Lost World Jurassic Park, they had some good characters. They had some fine characters. I don't really think there was a bad character in that movie. Jurassic Park 3, terrible characters, and then the monsters, the dinosaurs did not pay off, and they looked horrible, and I didn't enjoy it, and so that's why I went down. I didn't care about the characters or the dinosaurs. This movie, I care about 2 characters and all of the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs, actually, I love this concept of the park is actually open, it's been open, and they gotta make some stuff. Like, there's so many stupid things, like dinosaurs aren't cool enough, so they have to make a genetically engineered dinosaur so that everybody will go see it. It's just like, And then next week, well, tomorrow, I guess, maybe, we'll see. Whenever it comes out, we have Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which might be my least favorite. We'll see, because last time I remember, it was even stupider and had even more mistakes. We'll see how annoying I find the characters and how horrible it is. And then, eventually, I'll review Jurassic World Dominion, if I haven't already, because I got a lot of stuff scheduled. So, we'll see. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe to Max Reviews. Braden out.